आप भी नहीं आ रहे थे भाई? Have you watched the recorded lectures? And you? First time ना? No? अच्छा आए हो. Yeah. ठीक है guys. So the third type of economy we are going to talk of is mixed economy. Okay. Now mixed economy is actually the combination of command economy as well as market economy. It is the combination of command as well as market economy. That means it has got features of both command economy as well as market economy. So what type of features it has? पहले लिख लीजिए. It's the combination of command as well as mixed economy, which means it is the combination of command and mixed economy. That is, it has got features or characteristics of both command economy and mixed economy. Both command economy and market economy. हाँ, मार्केट कमांड और मार्केट का कॉम्बिनेशन है और दोनों के फीचर्स हैं इसमें. Okay, so what features of command and market economy are here? So see, it was there in the command economy that government is going to interfere in the market. Government is going to regulate the market. So in mixed economy, there is intervention of the government. ठीक है, government intervene करती है, but not in the absolute sense. There are few things that government takes care of. First thing is that government gives subsidies, okay, to help out those industries which are not doing well, or to help out those firms whose goods are necessary for the society. Necessary goods के production में subsidy देती हैं. That's called producer subsidy, right? Plus it gives subsidies to the consumers even. ठीक है, for example, you get the subsidy in the LPG cylinders. ठीक है. So government intervenes for the welfare of the society. Government intervention is here for the welfare of the society. Secondly, government also gives the direction in which economy should run, because government has planned certain things. It has seen certain things that where it wants the economy to go in next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. So according to that plan, government gives the direction to the market. Okay. Thirdly, government imposes taxes, right? And sometimes government also controls the prices of the necessary goods. I gave the example of the sugar, I think, in the last turn or last to last turn, that if the prices of a necessary goods start surging, that means उनकी वैल्यू बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ना शुरू हो जाती है, तो it is the responsibility of the government to contain it, else it will become unaffordable for the middle class and lower middle class and the poor class. ठीक है, तो उसके लिए भी गवर्नमेंट देयर. आई हैव सीन यू आल्सो फर्स्ट टाइम. व्हाट्स योर नेम? प्रीति. ओके, ठीक है. So government gives subsidies for that as well. Getting my point? And it controls the prices as well, so that the things remain affordable for the people. Okay, so these are the features of command economy that are incorporated in the market economy. What all are the features of market economy that is included in the mixed economy? So the first feature of market economy is that here households are the owners of factors of production. FOPs are owned by households. So in mixed economy, FOPs will be owned by households. Getting my point? Secondly, market is going to run on the principle of demand and supply. That means government is not going to dictate the terms that what one has to produce or what one has to sell or what one has to consume. You can consume whatever you want. आप कोई भी टी शर्ट पहने, शर्ट पहने, गवर्नमेंट आपको बताने आती क्या नहीं 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 ये ना पहन लेना? ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं होता, राइट? सो you can purchase whatever you want and producers can produce whatever they want. Okay, there is no restriction of policy regarding that. Economy is going to run on the core principles of demand and supply. ठीक है, जिस चीज की डिमांड होगी वो प्रोड्यूस किया जाएगा. Getting my point? उसके बाद anyone can start the business. Initially before 1991 this was not the scenario with India. Even today in few sectors, but very few sectors, you need to take the license from the government, that is the permission from the government to start a business. But in most of the sectors you can start the business. There is no as such obstruction or hurdle in that. You just have to register yourself, the legal formalities you have to do, and you can easily start a business. Getting my point? So all these things are the features of market economy which are incorporated in the mixed economy. So that's why mixed economy is the combination of both command as well as market economy. लिख लीजिएगा. And today पहले इतना लिखिए. अच्छा, write down these things. Write on your own. लिखो. दिव्यम लिख लिया? जब मैं समझा रहा था तब क्या लिखते हो? अच्छा, handout. You can take it tomorrow from the admin team. क्या हुआ? पूछे मुझसे पूछे क्या हुआ? अभी मैंने बताया गवर्नमेंट इंटरवीन नहीं करेगी डियर, तो फिर सब्सिडी कहाँ से आ जाएगी? सब्सिडी गवर्नमेंट इंटरवेंशन है कि नहीं? बताओ. हाँ कि ना? Subsidy is you do not understand Hindi? Okay. So subsidy is the government intervention or not? Yes. So it is, subsidy is not a thing that is run on the market demand or supply. Market demand or supply में कहाँ से subsidy आ जाएगा? Right. Subsidy is something that is a favor. So this is a favor done by the government. How can you do anything without getting involved in a particular thing? So it is intervention or not? पूछिए और पूछिए. Anything else? Okay. Let me know when you are done. Huh? Okay, can we proceed? Okay, now let's talk about the sectors of the economy. That is sectoral economy. The first and the most basic that we are going to do here is two sectoral economy. So here guys, two sectors of economy are present. One is household. रुक जाइए समय दे दूंगा मैं आपको. One is household and another is the firm. ठीक है? There are two sectors in the economy. Household I am writing as HH. Another is firm. Firms. Firms are the businesses, as I've already told you that the businesses are referred as firms in economy. Okay, and household, the common sector, the houses from where we all belong, right? I've already told you that in economics, and as I said, that today all the countries are mixed economy, right? So in mixed economy, who is the owner of factors of production? You tell. Household are the owners of factors of production, right? So households are going to provide factors of production to the firm. FOPs will be given by household to the firms. Okay, that is land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, right? Because households own it and firms need it to produce something. How can you produce any good or service if you do not have land? Will you produce it in an air? No. So you need land. How can you produce anything without the help of labor? Someone has to do the thing, right? So that's why labor. You need machines, right? You need capital, that is. Okay. So these things are required and households provide these things to the firm. बोलो समझ रहे हैं बात को? ठीक है. What firms does with these things, with these factors of production? Firms produces goods and services. Firm produces goods and services, okay, with the help of these factors of production. And these goods and services are purchased by household. आप ही तो खरीदते हो ये सारी चीजें, right or wrong, from the market. So firms are going to produce goods and services, and these goods and services will be purchased by the household. Okay, I said purchased by the household. Purchase means in return you are going to give some money. Yes or no? In exchange you are going to pay for it. Hello, आपने जो भी कुछ खरीद रखा है आपने इसके पैसे दिए हैं ना? शॉप लिफ्टिंग तो नहीं करी है, मतलब लेके भाग गए. No, you have paid for it. Okay, so when households will take goods and services, they are going to pay for the goods and services. That is payment of goods and services. What will firms do with this payment? अरे factors of production लिए थे ना, firms took factor of production from household, so firm is going to do factor payments to the household. Land लेगा तो rent देगा कि नहीं देगा? So labor will get the wages, capital will get the interest, entrepreneur will get the. So firm is going to make factor payments to the household. Getting my point? पहले इसको नोट करिए. Are you understanding? अमेया, निधि, संस्कृति, सरिता. Done, everyone? Right. Now, if you observe, guys, what is happening? Household gave factors of production. In return, firms gave goods and services. Household made payment of these goods and services. In return, firm made payment of factors. What is actually happening? It is circular, you know. It is a circular thing. Returning to the same point again and again. That's what is circular. Hello. Yeah. So this is called circular flow of income. This model is called circular flow of income. इनकम का सिंबल क्या होता है रोशनी? हो गया. Okay, so this is called circular flow of income and two sectoral economy. Clear? This much is clear. Moving on. Second is three sectoral economy. So a third entity is incorporated in this model. Government. As I told you that now government is the integral part of the economic system. ठीक है ना? तो इसमें गवर्नमेंट इनकॉर्पोरेटेड है. आप समझ पा रहे हैं? तो क्या नाम है? श्रेया. ओके, ठीक है. So the same thing that we did just now. FOPs, goods and services, factor payments like this, from firms to household, and payment for goods and services. So that's the same thing that we just did. Okay. Now, अरे रुक जाइए, लिख लीजिएगा, पेन अलग रख दीजिए, हाथ से ऐसे हटा के अलग ऐसे रखिए. सबको लिखने में इतना मजा क्यों आता है? So now what will government do? First of all, government will take taxes. Yeah. Government takes several types of taxes. We are not going to go into detail of it. उसका एक आगे चैप्टर है, वो पढ़ेंगे तब देखेंगे. Anyway, government takes taxes from the firms. Firms give taxes. Yes, they give taxes. What sort of taxes firms give? On production, they give excise duty. They give GST also. Then they give corporate tax on the profit. What is corporate tax? See, on your income, on the income of an individual, individual pays income tax. आपकी जो personal income है, if it is crossing the slab, slab is 12,75,000 as of now per annum. So if your income is more than 12,75,000 per annum, you are going to pay tax to the government. बोलो हाँ कि ना? Right. So this is for an individual that you are paying tax on your income. But firms also make profit. Firms profit कमाते हैं कि नहीं कमाते हैं? So the tax that firms pay on their profit is called corporate tax. For an individual, it is income tax. For firms, it is corporate tax. Both taxes are based on the earning. If you are talking about the earnings of an individual, it is income tax. If you are talking about the earnings of a firm, it is a corporate tax. But sir, an individual runs the firm. See, as I told you earlier as well, in economics, in commerce, we take firms as a different entity and an individual as a different entity. So for economics, like you are an individual, you might say, no, that is non-living and all. No, for economics, you both are living. Okay. You are living as well as firm is living. You may be the owner of the firm. I am the co-founder of this, but I am different entity. Plutus is different entity. Reliance is different entity. Mukesh Ambani is different entity. Getting my point? So whatever Mukesh Ambani is earning from Reliance, whatever Mukesh Ambani is earning from Reliance, whatever his salary or his profit that he's taking back home, 40 CR, 50 CR, 100 CR, whatever, he is going to pay tax on that. That will be income tax. And whatever profit Reliance is generating, 8K CR, 8,000 CR, 10,000 CR, whatever, Reliance is going to pay tax on that, and that is corporate tax. Understood or not? Okay. And there are other types of taxes as well, as I already told you, but I'm not going to go into depth of it. Anyway, so firms are going to give taxes. Similarly, household, you people, as I said, give income tax, right? And other taxes, GST and all. Fine. What will government do with these taxes? मोदी जी अपने लिए 25 लाख वाला सूट सिलवाएंगे, उसमें मोदी 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 लिखवाएंगे. फिर उसके बाद मैप निकालेंगे एंड he'll see कि अब कौन सी कंट्री जाना बाकी है and he'll board the flight and will go to that place. ऐसा करेंगे? No? New bungalow? Ministers, new bungalow? अच्छा, अब सारा पैसा सब्सिडी में बांट देगी? Yes. The money would be spent for the growth of the economy and buy goods from firms. Government will buy goods for firms. Why? Why will government buy? Government. You are talking about government. You are not talking about any individual. तो government firm से goods क्यों खरीदती है? क्यों खरीदेगी? अच्छा, आप कह रहे हो गवर्नमेंट फर्म से ये सारी चीजें खरीद करके रोड वोड बनाएगी. अच्छा अच्छा, ओके. और बताइए. थिंक क्या? सब्सिडीज ना? Wages to household. Okay. That was a good point. Government does two types of expenditure. Again, there is a chapter, we are going to do it in detail, but still, you tell me, what are two types of expenditure done by the government? What are the two categories of expenditure that government performs? ये किसने बोला? आपका नाम रोशनी है. From today I'll call you रोशनी. Hi रोशनी. Thank you. नाम में आप प्राउड हुए जा रहे हैं, ऐसा क्यों? डियर, मैं जिससे पूछ रहा हूँ मुझे उससे बात करने दो ना. अच्छा चलो, आपने बोल दिया. Explain revenue expenditure, properties of revenue expenditure, characteristic. But yeah, once again, good. What's your name? Harshad ki Harshad? Harshit. Okay, so Harshit, properties of revenue expenditure. Government performs two types of expenditures, that is revenue expenditure and capital expenditure, right? He said it correctly. Properties of revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditure does not create asset. Very good. Neither reduces liability. Which expenditure? Revenue. Very good. और एक और है, दो और है इनफैक्ट. Good, but still good. You tell other two characteristics of revenue expenditure. अरे ये कैसे? आप तो इकोनॉमिक्स से ग्रेजुएट हुए कह रहे हो. हाँ दिव्यम. अरे ये तो नाक कटवा रहे हैं आप लोग, हद हो गई. So as he said it correctly, absolutely correctly. Good, Harshit. Revenue expenditures are those, first of all, revenue expenditures are those expenditures which are short term. Which are short term. What is the meaning of short term? Very good. In economics, whenever we say short term, it means less than 1 year. It can be 364 days. 360 days, 1 month, 10 days. Anything less than 1 year comes in short term. Okay. So revenue expenditure are short term. Secondly, they are recurring in nature. What is the meaning of recurring? Repeating itself in regular interval of time. एक टाइम के अवधि में अपने आप को दोहराते रहते हैं. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever is the fixed period of time. After that it will repeat itself. Periodic in nature होते हैं. Periodic समझते हैं ना? रोज सुबह 10:30 बजे आपकी क्लास होती है. Periodic है. रोज सुबह 10:30 बजे, रोज सुबह 10:30 बजे. Right? Repeating itself at the same time. ठीक है? So these are the two basic characteristic of the term called revenue. Revenue term आएगा. Okay, you people think, the layman-ish thinking is, if you are talking in terms of commerce, so you might be thinking that revenue means whatever you are earning, है ना? But in economics, and that too when we are talking about the fiscal economics related to government, here the term revenue means anything that is short term and recurring, and the term capital means anything that is long term and non-recurring or non-repetitive. Now, revenue expenditure has got two characteristics. First of all, it does not create any asset. What is asset? Asset is something that gives you return. For example, if you purchase equity, आप समझ पा रही हैं? हाँ? पहले आप लोग अच्छा लिख लीजिए जो मैंने अभी रेवेन्यू की दो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक आप पहले लिख लीजिए, राइट डाउन, वरना कहेंगे सर सिर्फ ऐसे बोलते चले जाते हैं, लिखवाते नहीं, बताओ मेरे साथ अत्याचार हो गया. So write down, government performs two types of expenditure, और हाँ इसी के नीचे लिख लो ना, फिर बाद में बना लेना. देखो, government performs two types of expenditure. First is revenue expenditure. Everyone online, are you people writing? First is revenue expenditure. Second is capital expenditure. डियर, ये डायरी मतलब रफ बुक तो नहीं है ना? इसी को यूज करते रहोगे ना? गुड. ओके, पर तुम्हें ऐसी 2 डायरी लगेंगी, हो सकता है 3 भी लग जाए. एनीवे, सो फर्स्ट इज रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर, सेकंड इज कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर. नाउ पुट ऑन द हेडिंग रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर. Revenue expenditure. Write down. It is short term. Number 1 is short term. Number 2 is recurring. Recurring means repetitive in nature. Short term and recurring in nature. Okay. Third, it does not create any asset. It does not create any asset. Now underline the word asset. Put an arrow. अंडरलाइन के नीचे एरो बनाओ कि एसेट का मतलब क्या होता है. अरे ऐसे लिखा होगा ना आपने, एसेट. अंडरलाइन इट, पुट एन एरो. राइट डाउन. Asset is something that gives returns or profits or interest. Returns, profits, interest. So for example, yes dear, you tell. What's your name by the way? Swati. So Swati, let's say you purchased gold. Is it an asset or not? It is an asset. क्यों? अल्लाह, तो तुमने आईफोन खरीदा, इसके पास आईफोन है, अभी तुम ले जाके उस फोन को बेच दो यहाँ गफ्फार मार्केट में, पैसा मिलेगा तुम्हें, तो आईफोन एसेट हुआ. अरे तुम्हारा नाम स्वाति है, ये लोग क्या है भाई, जिससे पूछते हैं वो नहीं दूसरा. सो ही इज रोशनी, and now you are Swati. Okay, Swati, you have to choose another name for yourself. हाँ बताइए. तो कुछ भी बेचें, किताबें, चलो किताबों को हटा देते हैं. आपने कोई भी चीज खरीद रखी हो, है ना, वो आता है बार्टर सिस्टम में, एक्सचेंज वाला देखा होगा घर में, पुराने कपड़े दे दो, बर्तन ले लो, पतीला वगैरह, राइट, मम्मीज लेती रहती हैं. या सो योर क्लोथ्स आर आल्सो एसेट. अरे बताइए, डरिए नहीं, जो मन में आ रहा है बोलिए. हाँ, ये है मेन पॉइंट. सी, एसेट की वैल्यू वुड इंक्रीज, राइट, would increase. It's not like that it will always increase. It's subjected to risk. Market scenario, it can sometimes decrease also. Hello. A few days back, the price of gold was 1.7 lakh per 10 gram. Today it is 1 lakh 60,000. So if you might have purchased 10 gram of gold few days back, you would have been in the loss of 10K. Yes or no? Right. But you never know. Maybe after a week, it might be 195, 1,95,000 per 10 gram. Okay, so that is market scenario. But the value will increase, or value keeps on increasing. It may decrease also, but it will increase also. Whereas any other object or good that you are purchasing, its value will only depreciate. It will never increase. You purchase 1 CR, 5 CR car from the showroom, wherever, and once you move out of the showroom, the price starts declining. The value of car will never increase. The value of your clothes will never increase. The value of your accessories will never increase. Electronic gadgets that you use, its value is never going to increase. All these values are going to decrease, and decrease. Whereas in asset, the value will increase and sometimes it may decrease also. Yeah, but if you will keep on holding it, it will increase again. हाँ बोलिए. जिस चीज की डेप्रिसिएशन नहीं होती वो भी तो एसेट होगा. क्या एप्रिसिएशन होती है? जिस चीज की आप जिस भी चीज की बात कर रहे हैं, whatever you are talking of, and you are saying, let's assume that that thing is not getting depreciated. My question is, okay, I take it that it is not getting depreciated, but is it getting appreciated? क्या उसकी वैल्यू इंक्रीज होती है? नहीं हो रही, तो फिर कहां से एसेट हो गया? वैल्यू इंक्रीज होनी चाहिए. इंक्रीज, व्हाट आई सेड, इट गिव्स यू रिटर्न. रिटर्न का मतलब क्या है? कुछ बढ़ के मिला, प्रॉफिट, कुछ आया पैसा, है, इंटरेस्ट दे रहा है, कुछ दे रहा है तुम्हें, देन इट इज एसेट. बोलो समझे कि नहीं? राइट. सो when government does any sort of revenue expenditure, it does not create any asset. कोई asset नहीं होगा. What all are the assets for government? Let's say if government makes a company, a PSU, it is an asset. Yes or no? Because company will do business, it will earn profit, government will get the profit. It is an asset. Government builds an expressway, highway, flyover. It is also an asset. Why? Because you see, first of all, that government is going to take toll from their taxation. Secondly, it is going to help in the development of the economy. The commune will become easy. The welfare of the society would occur. Yes or no? Business can be done with more ease as transportation time is going to decrease. अच्छा सा फ्लाईओवर वगैरह बन गया या आपका हाईवे बन गया, तो अब आप माल जो है फैक्ट्री से शॉप्स तक ज्यादा तेजी से जा सकता है in lesser time. The time is being saved. Yes or no? What is all this? It is profit. Right or wrong? So revenue expenditure से कभी भी profit generation नहीं होता, एसेट क्रिएशन ही नहीं होता. ओके. सेकंड थिंग इज इट डज नॉट रिड्यूसेस लायबिलिटी. लिखिए, डज नॉट रिड्यूसेस लायबिलिटी. Revenue expenditure does not reduces liability. What is the meaning of liability? Yes, you tell. What is the meaning of liability? अरे कुछ भी, आपको जो भी समझ में आता है liability आप क्या समझते हैं? Don't take name of any of your friend. Liability. Yeah, good. Anything that's a headache for you, huh? इसीलिए मैंने कहा फ्रेंड का नाम मत लेना. मैं भी बहुत लोगों का नाम ले सकता हूँ, लेकिन नहीं ले रहा हूँ. नहीं नहीं रोशनी, मैं तुम्हें नहीं कह रहा हूँ, शीश मेरे ही लिए कह रहा हूँ. नहीं, मैं कहीं तो देखूंगा, जिसको देखूंगा वही सोचेगा, आगे थोड़ी ना बंद कर लूंगा. You are not a liability, dear. You are an asset. Huh? Okay. So, liability is something that you have to return. Suppose Harshit took, what's your name, dear? Uday. Harshit took loan from Uday. दोस्ती में ऐसे कि भाई 10,000 रुपए दे दो, मैं मजे करूंगा, वापस कर दूंगा. And Uday is like, ठीक है, ले लो. So Uday gave 10,000 rupees to Harshit. After that, Harshit went to Jaipur. Jaipur से में थे ना? I went to Jaipur. And he's not coming back. He has blocked Uday. Anyway, but Uday is very chun type of an individual. He keeps on calling Harshit from different sort of numbers. एक बार तो किसी इंस्टा से फेक आईडी बना के हर्षिता नाम रख के मैसेज कर रहा है कि हाय हर्षित, I saw you somewhere, where are you? Okay, so this 10,000 rupees is actually the headache for Harshit because Harshit has to return it one day or another. Yes or no? So it is a liability. A country takes lot of loans, particularly developing countries. Today, so even developed countries have a lot of loans. Countries avail lot of loans, both from the public. अब इसमें फिर एक अलग चीज शुरू हो जाएगी. Bond वगैरह के through they take loan from you people, from the banks, okay, and also from outside of their nation, from international organizations, from World Bank, from IMF, from some other country. Too much loan a country takes. What is all this? This loan is actually a liability for our country because country has to repay it. Yes or no? If country repays this loan, the liability of the country is going to reduce or not? Yes or no? So revenue expenditure is not that expenditure which is going to reduce your liability. Then what type of expenditure is revenue expenditure? It is operational expenditure. Expenditure done to carry on day-to-day activity. That is revenue expenditure. For example, if I give you the personalized view of it, so रोशनी, आप कितना रुपए मेट्रो में लगा के आते हैं रोज? 43. So आना जाना, when she commutes, it is 86. Okay, 86 rupees daily. By spending this 86 rupees, is she creating any asset? No. Let's say Roshni borrowed money from someone. Is she reducing her liability? No. Then what is this? This is operational expense that she has to incur to reach the coaching every day, to go to or to go wherever she wants. Getting my point? Yes or no? Bolo bolo. Right. So for government, what are these operational expenses? Paying salaries. You people will become government employees. Yeah, you will become officers. You will get salary or not? Who is going to pay your salary? Government. That's the revenue expenditure of government. Yes or no? As I told you, government takes lot of loan. By online वालों, are you getting me? अमेया संस्कृति ये धीरे धीरे कम होने लगते हैं ऑनलाइन वाले. Okay. If you have taken loan, तो ऐसा तो है नहीं कि दया धर्म चल रहा है, लोन वोन ले लो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. You have to pay interest on it. So that interest, which is per yearly, or you have to pay, or government has to pay in every 6 months, or whatever the understanding is. This interest is comes in the revenue expenditure because it is recurring and operational. Bolo haan ki na? Yeah. Pensions. The government officers who had retired before 2003 and all, they are getting pensions. What is that? Revenue expenditure. Electricity bill. Government is running so many businesses. Electricity bill is there. So many departments are there. Bill is there. Rent is there. What are all these? Revenue expenditures of the government. Getting my point? Okay. But revenue expenditure is not benefiting the country. When I say benefiting the country, I mean it is not helping in the growth and development of the country. These expenditures are just incurred to carry on day-to-day activities. Whereas capital expenditure, now write down capital expenditure. So the characteristics of capital expenditure: number one, long term. Long term. Second, non-recurring. Third, creates assets. Fourth, reduces liability. Reduces liability. ठीक है? Okay. Now see, capital expenditure are those expenditure that are going to create asset. So this will help in the growth of the country. So government is going to build the roads, it is going to build the hospitals, schools, companies, all these things government will do. Or government will repay its loan, the money that it borrowed from somewhere. So how will it help? Liability of government has reduced, so government will be paying lesser interest. ठीक है ना, खर्चा कम हुआ. Okay. So capital expenditure is always good for an economy. When we will do budgetary economics, then I will teach you this thing. अभी लेकिन मैंने अभी बता दिया आपको, काफी ज्यादा बता दिया. Okay. For an economy, for a budget, that budget is considered as a good budget whose capital expenditure is higher. इस बार का बजट देखा था? देखा था? बताइए, कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर इंक्रीज किया कि डिक्रीज किया, रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर इंक्रीज किया कि डिक्रीज किया? अरे ऐसे कैसे देखा? तो बैठ गए साथ में कुछ खा रहे हैं, मैंने तो बजट देख लिया. देखने का मतलब होता है समझा. आई हैव एक्चुअली मेड अ वीडियो ऑन द एनालिसिस ऑफ द बजट. एनीवे, हमारा रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर इंक्रीज किया एंड दैट इज बैड फॉर द इकोनॉमी. ओके, एनीवे, ठीक है. सो गवर्नमेंट इज गोइंग टू, बताइए बात कहां से शुरू होती हुई कहां तक चली गई है? बात निकलेगी तो दूर तलक जाएगी. Government is going to spend the money, it is going to do the expenditure, and if government is going to build the road, so households are going to get benefited or not? Firms will be benefited. It will be easy for them to transport their goods from one place to another. Yeah. So both are benefited from it. Expenditure and subsidy, and both get subsidy, you know. मैंने अभी आपको बताया, production linked incentives are there. Incentives given by government to the firms to produce a certain good. है ना, कॉस्ट हो सकता है ज्यादा हो, फर्म वाला के मेरे पास तो इतना पैसे ही नहीं है, मैं कैसे प्रोड्यूस करेगा, मेरे पास तो पैसे ही नहीं है, तो गवर्नमेंट कहेगी लो थोड़ा सा ले लो मुझसे भी. और किसान वगैरह को सीधा यूरिया बैग, इट इज एक्सपेंसिव 800 900, बट दे गेट इट फॉर 400 सब्सिडी. यस और नो? And LPG, so many subsidies are there. So both of them are benefited, both get subsidies and the expenditure that is done by the government. बोलो समझ में आई बात? इसको लिख लीजिए, अपने आप को समझा लीजिए. ठीक है. So written 3 sectoral economy. Next is 4 sectoral economy. Acha, one more thing, pay attention. Sector 2 was called closed. Sector 2 was called circular flow of income. It was the basic model that was talking about the flow of income. 3 sectoral economy is referred as closed economy. Closed economy. ठीक है. Next is four sectoral economy. Household, government, and the fourth entity here is ROW, that is rest of the world. Rest of the world. Okay. दिव्यम मैं तुम्हारा पेन वेन छीन छान के फेंक. हाँ. Which sector? हाँ बिल्कुल बोल लीजिए. बिकॉज की बात ही नहीं है. किसी भी चीज के कई नाम होते हैं. आप फॉरेन सेक्टर बोल लीजिए. फॉरेन सेक्टर कह लीजिए. ओके. सो रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, हाउस होल्ड, फर्म्स एंड गवर्नमेंट. उसमें जो इनिशियली दैट वी हैव डन इन द preceding models, you can draw these arrows and all. I am not drawing, आप draw कर लीजिएगा, ठीक है? Okay. Now what do we have to do with rest of the world, guys? Very good, guys. In today's world, you just look at yourself, huh? Just look at yourself. Whatever you are wearing, 90%, and whatever you use, 90% of it is not Indian. Particularly your electronic gadgets and all. May it be your laptop, your palm top नहीं use करते हम, tab, okay, mobile, smart watches, ये Casio है ना, it's not Indian, right? So 90% of it is from foreign. Those companies whose product you are using, those are not Indian companies, but still you are consuming the product, yes or no? So that means we are in contact and in connection with the rest of the world, right or wrong? So rest of the world in today's generation or in today's time, it is one of the integral part of an economy system, right? Every country, to be honest with you, every country is dependent on another country. Every country is dependent on another country. Okay? For example, abhi ye, are you people aware of the war, ongoing war? जानते हैं? बताइए उसके बारे में कुछ, कौन बताएगा? स्वाति बताएंगे, स्वाति ने यस सर बोला, हाँ बताइए। किसने? तो आपको नहीं मालूम वॉर के बारे में? पता है मुझे, एक्चुअली लोगों के नाम बहुत देर से याद होते हैं, तो जिनके नाम याद होते हैं बड़ी दिक्कत की बात होती है, मैं उन्हीं के नाम ले लेके उन्हीं से पूछा करता हूँ, बताओ बताओ बताओ। हाँ बताइए। अरे कुछ तो आइडिया होगा। ईरान ने यूएस पे जाके अटैक कर दिया और यूएस के ऑयल डिपो में आग लगा दी। ईरान ने जाके यूएस में अटैक किया और उसके ऑयल डिपो में, मैं उल्टा बोल रहा हूँ, कह रही हाँ यही पता है। किसने कहा था ये? Who said? You said? Anyone who knows? किसको? आपको मालूम है? हर्षित? Not clearly, चलिए unclearly बताइए। Iran and Dubai are having a war. Israel is also having a war. Okay. और कोई? हाँ आप नहीं बता पाएंगे? क्या? मैं सर फोड़ लूंगा अपना। ये लोग तो एकदम ही मतलब लिटरली। ये बताइए, आईएएस की तैयारी कर रहे हैं, करंट अफेयर्स अमंग द मिडिल ईस्ट कंट्रीज। अमंग का मतलब होता है मिडिल ईस्ट कंट्रीज आपस में लड़ रहे हैं। यूएस एंड इजराइल। आप लोगों को मालूम है ये हम लोगों की क्लास लाइव जा रही है, दुनिया में भांति भांति के लोग आप लोगों को देख रहे होंगे और सुन रहे होंगे। हाँ no, Iran did not initiate any war against the 7 countries. It just launched certain attacks on the US bases. हाँ रोशनी को आता है, हाँ बोलिए रोशनी। Why has it launched the missiles there? इनको हटाने। अच्छा, who is the aggressor in this war, by the way? एग्रेसर का मतलब होता है किसने शुरुआत करी, किसने जो कोई बात नहीं, हो जाता है। अच्छा एनीवे, फर्स्ट लेट मी, मैं बता देता हूँ वरना मुझे चक्कर आने लगेंगे। अद्भुत है। हाँ या प्लीज डियर।
They have these countries, including United States, Israel, Iran, have been using the power of deterrence. They are actually attacking. So the conflict started. It started in history where there is a.
Can I just, sorry to interrupt? Few things I want to point out. First of all, you are explaining. The tone is good, everything is good, but you are doing it in the form of as if you are writing an answer. So I'm taking it as an answer, and in that way, it is. There are certain flaws with your answer. First of all, you use the word called deterrence. What is the meaning of deterrence? Not to initiate, no. Yeah, what is the meaning of deter? Deter means replying with an attack to an attack. Right, that's the deterrence. So US and Israel are not showing deterrence. Deterrence is being showed by Iran. You said US and Iran and Israel. वांटेड से क्या होता है वो मैं घर में आपके दिल में थोड़ी ना चला जाता हूँ तो मैं शब्द सुनूंगा. You said US and Israel are showing deterrence. No, they are not. They are the aggressors. They have initiated the war. They launched an undeclared attack on Iran. Right. And the thing that, again, a thing that you said that was paradoxical. You said that every country, today we are living in a multipolar country. Theoretically, that is correct, but pragmatically, it is absolutely wrong. There are not multipoles, and so many examples in recent times we have observed of it. Right? Multipolarity and sovereignty means anyone from the background of political science, PSIR people. अच्छा आप हैं, अच्छा आप भी हैं, अच्छा तभी ऐसा बोल रहे थे. ओके, आपने नहीं बोला, पॉलिटिकल साइंस वाले ऐसे ही बोलते रहते. एनीवे, सो अरे आई एम नॉट मॉकिंग, आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग. Please don't mind, I am just kidding. Anyway, it is theoretical that it is a multipolar country. No, the poles have shifted. Still, it is a bipolar world. And you have observed it. US is dictating. Let's take the, why you want to go far? Take the example of India. US is dictating the terms for us. It gave us the waiver of a month. Waiver मतलब जानते हो, temporary छूट दे दी कि for a month, Chintu, you can purchase the oil for a month. So that's a waiver. So that country is deciding that from whom we can purchase the oil. What type of sovereign country you are? Then you do not have the right to purchase your oil from wherever you want. That's not sovereignty. Okay. Secondly, we did trade deal. I'm giving you an example of in India. We did trade deal with US. That's a big no for us in the initial phase. All the details are explicitly not out in the public domain because deal has not been signed as of now. But what came out from the different conferences done by US and India, it is clear till now that we are not gaining. We are just losing in that trade deal. I've made certain videos also on this. It's all there in YouTube. Initially, the average tariff, अच्छा tariff वगैरह भी जानते हैं कि नहीं भी, हम लोग टैक्स लेते थे. We used to take tax from the US whenever US used to sell its goods here. उस पे हम टैक्स लगाते थे. टैक्स, okay? उसके कई कारण होते हैं टैक्स लगाने के. That's the protectionist measure. कुछ और protectionist measures बताइए. Closed economy is not. जब डियर इकोनॉमी क्लोज्ड है तो फिर आप प्रोटेक्ट किससे कर रहे हो? प्रोटेक्शनिस्ट मेजर्स का मतलब होता है बाहर वालों से अपनी इंडिजिनस कंपनीज को प्रोटेक्ट कर रहे हो. हाँ, क्या नाम है उसका? हाँ, कोटा. कौन सा कोटा? अरे व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द टूल बताइए. इंपोर्ट कोटा, एक्सपोर्ट सब्सिडी, राइट? Taxes, tariffs, all these are protectionist tools, protectionist measures. Anyway, खैर ज्यादा इकोनॉमिक्स में चला जाऊंगा, बच्चे परेशान होने लगेंगे। हाँ, तो हम पहले टैरिफ लगाते थे, अब हम नहीं लगाएंगे। नाउ वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू इम्पोज एनी टैरिफ। उल्टा वो हम पे लगाएंगे। इनिशियली दे यूज्ड टू अप्लाई 3 to 4% ऑन एवरेज टैरिफ बिफोर Trump, right? Now they are going to apply on average 15% tariff on Indian goods. 15% on average, I am saying. Mota leke chal rahe, lump sum, right? 15% tariff on Indian goods, right? Then we have also opened a section of our agricultural market for their products, where we were showing deterrence. Here you should use deterrence, that we are not going to open it, but we did. So we bent before them, right? You take the example of Venezuela. They attacked it, abducted the president. कहाँ देख रहे हो? नहीं उधर दे, मैं वहां पे भी हूँ क्या? ऐसा भी है? Okay. They abducted the president, sitting president of Venezuela, and they put him behind bars in US. Yes or no? In Greenland. There's so many examples. Yeah. So it's no longer multipolar, sovereignty. All these are the beautiful words to decorate the books of polity. Okay. Rubino talked about, he is the Secretary of State of US. गृह मंत्री होता है ना, होम मिनिस्टर इन इंडिया, वही. In Feb, he was in the conference and he said, he was talking about colonialism. He was actually propagating and supporting colonialism of West. Colonialism जानते हैं, हम कॉलोनी बने थे, ब्रिटिशर्स ने हम पे राज किया था के, या this is neo-colonialism. What do you think? Colonialism is gone? No. At that time it all started from business. And see, things have taken a complete round. Again, it is business. Our dependence on US, and not only ours, every country's dependence on US is so high, if we talk about the market, that you cannot afford to say no. Trump is a bully, right? But even if some passive president would have been there, then too, it was very hard to say no to US. Our dependence on US product is so high, right? And not only ours, throughout the world, point number one. So they dictate the terms, right? So you are going to act as their colony. So that's what he was talking about. Yeah, that's the game China is also playing. Increasing your dependence on them. Right? Bolo bolo, samajh rahe ho? Secondly, if you do not have nuclear warheads, you are not safe. Your cities can be bombed at any time. So if India would not have nuclear warheads, ab tak attack ho gaya hota. And that's what he's showing. He's attacking the country in and out wherever he wants. समझ रहे हैं बात को? Right. So there is no international law as of now. There is no UNO. UNO is handicapped. It's crippled. Okay. And now every country is competing very hard to develop nuclear warheads, because the countries which do not possess nuclear warheads, they can be attacked, they can be molested and exploited at the will of their aggressors. Getting my point? Okay. So that's the scenario of the world today. Fine. Anyway, so what is the inference of this discussion? The inference is that every country is dependent on another country, and the crisis that is occurring as of now, due to which the prices of crude oil is skyrocketed. There is a surge in price of crude oil, and Iranians are threatening that the price will reach to $200 per barrel, which is as of now 110, 120. It was $75 per barrel before this war. Are you getting me? In India, we have the supply for 72 days. Now we got a waiver of a month, and we can purchase the oil from Russia. Okay. Every country is declaring that they have the supply for these many days, these many days. So such is the dependence. Are you able to understand? So rest of the world now forms the integral part of the economy of anywhere in the world, of any place in the world. Okay, so this fourth entity is very important. And what we do actually, we purchase the goods and services from these countries, or we sell our goods and services to these countries. If we purchase the goods and services from these countries, from the outside countries, this is called import. Okay, and if you are purchasing something, you'll have to pay for it. कुछ खरीदोगे तो उसका पैसा दोगे ना, तो पैसा जब दोगे, this is called import, right? And if you are selling your product outside, you are going to get paid for it. That is called export. Bolo bolo, right? So that's how any economy is dependent on the rest of the world. Bolo. So who purchases? My firms are also going to purchase. And if they will purchase goods and services, they are going to make payments for it, right or wrong? If firms are going to export goods and services, the rest of the world is going to make payment for it. In the same way, households also purchase from rest of the world. ऐसे हम कहाँ खरीदते हैं? Yeah, you do. You see, you have got so many online platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, right? You might order something from abroad. कभी किसी ने किया हो तो. It takes some time, 8 days, 10 days, whatever, and the shipment charge is there. But you can purchase anything from any country you want, right? So you purchase goods and services, and you pay for it as well. So sir, households supply goods and services to rest of the world? No, they do not. ऐसा क्यों sir? Because if household wants to supply goods and services, they want to export it. So for that, they have to take export license. They have to become a firm. Okay, they'll have to become a firm to supply goods and services, right? Similarly, government also purchases certain capital goods or defense things, Rafale and all, from rest of the world, and government pays for it. Government also supplies to the rest of the world, and they get paid for it. So that's the scenario of this. Now you can note it. क्लोज का मतलब बताओ क्या होता है? इकोनॉमिक्स के हिसाब से नहीं, ऐसे ही बताओ क्लोज का मतलब क्या होता है। अगर मैं कहूँ ये कमरा क्लोज्ड है तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? बाहर से कोई अंदर ना आ सके और अंदर से कोई बाहर न जा सके, है ना। यहाँ तो बाहर वाले अंदर आ रहे हैं और अंदर वाले बाहर वालों से इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हैं, तो क्लोज कैसे हुई? इसके पहले वाली में ना कोई बाहर वाले से आ रहा था ना जा रहा था, तो वो क्लोज थी, ये कैसे क्लोज हुई? डियर, वो इकोनॉमी ही नहीं होती है, वो एक बेसिक प्रिंसिपल है। कोई ऐसी इकोनॉमी बताओ जहाँ गवर्नमेंट नहीं है। कहाँ गए? कौन है? हाँ हाँ बताइए। अब आप कंट्री स्पेसिफिक बात कर रहे हो। मार्क्स के बाद तो जो आपका कम्युनिज्म आया उसमें तो सारा पूरा गवर्नमेंट का ही था, और बहुत सारी कंट्रीज में कम्युनिज्म स्प्रेड करा, आज भी है। आए हे भगवान। अब आप, कोई आपसे पूछेगा तो आप कहना, आप ये मत बताना आपने ग्रेजुएशन इकोनॉमिक्स से किया है। आप कीन्स की बात कर रहे हैं मैडम, और आप कीन्स की बात सिर्फ यूरोप और यूएस को देख के कर रहे हैं। तो दुनिया में देखिए आप कितने बायस्ड हैं। आप अभी भी जो है यही ये कॉलोनियलिज्म का बाय प्रोडक्ट है, ये मेंटेलिटी। क्या आप उन्हीं को देखते हैं कि वही है सब? मैं कह रहा हूँ रशिया यूएसएसआर में तो बहुत पहले से स्टार्ट हो गया था कम्युनिज्म, तो अब रशिया को काउंट ही नहीं कर रहे हो, तो वहां गवर्नमेंट इंटरवेंशन नहीं था। हाँ, थ्योरी उसी की। मार्क्सिज्म भी इकोनॉमिक्स का एक सिस्टम है, तो आप ये कैसे कह रहे हो कि वो इकोनॉमिक्स का पार्ट नहीं है? आप कह रहे हो थ्योरी उसी की है, वो तो कीन्स की थ्यो। हाँ, कहाँ नाम लिया? अभी आपने कोई नाम, मैंने नाम लिया? कीन्स ने यूरोप और यूएस में इंट्रोड्यूस किया ग्रेट डिप्रेशन की वजह से कि गवर्नमेंट का पार्टिसिपेशन इंपॉर्टेंट है एग्रीगेट डिमांड मेंटेन रखने के लिए, एग्रीगेट डिमांड मेंटेन रखने के लिए, इसलिए कीन्स ने गवर्नमेंट इन्वॉल्वमेंट बताया। ठीक है, लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि उससे पहले टू सेक्टोरल इकोनॉमी हुआ करती थी। कहां टू सेक्टोरल इकोनॉमी होती? और अगर आप एक बात और हटाओ, आपके में आ जाते हैं, यूरोप और यूएस में आ जाते हैं, गवर्नमेंट टैक्स नहीं लेती थी? लेती होगी, मतलब आपको ये भी नॉलेज नहीं है ना? तो गवर्नमेंट टैक्स ले रही है तो पार्ट हुई इकोनॉमी की, नहीं हुई? तो फिर कैसे टू सेक्टोरल इकोनॉमी? ठीक है, अंडरस्टूड एवरीवन? ओके, तो चलिए आज इतना ही रखते हैं, मिलते हैं कल आप लोगों से। थैंक यू, टेक केयर, बाय बाय।